Yeah, guys, we're still waiting on confirmation from Memphis police, but I did speak with a witness out here in the parking lot at the Walmart Supercenter on North Germantown Parkway. This witness tells me he saw a Walmart employee shoot a bystander. I'm going to step out of the way so you can check out this scene here. They have the left side of the Walmart taped off. There's a very heavy police presence. Shelby County Sheriff's Office here, MPD is here. We do know local businesses have shut down and are on lockdown nearby. This witness tells me he saw the Walmart employee fighting with his girlfriend. A man then stepped in, told him to stop. That Walmart employee then allegedly shot this man, firing several shots at him. He says he then saw the Walmart employee walk away and hop into a car. Now, again, this is not confirmed by Memphis police just yet. This is what a witness has told us. I did see Memphis Police PIO Teresa Carlson on scene just a few minutes ago, so we are expecting to get some type of update from Memphis police very soon about what exactly happened here at this Walmart. Again, not confirmed by Memphis police, but witnesses do tell us that at least one person was shot here at the Walmart here on North Germantown Parkway. Kelly, Joyce.
Bria, thank you. We do want to go to a separate scene that we believe is connected to this. I-240 at Airways. There was a traffic stop. SCSO, the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, pulled someone over. If we can pull up the TDOT SmartWay camera, I'm asking our folks in the production booth, if we can pull that camera up and show you, you will see the backup there, you will see the flashing lights. That is reportedly where the suspect was pulled over.
Yeah, that's right. And I know if you're on that expressway right now, you're probably sitting in traffic and wondering what's going on. We were back there in the newsroom watching what was happening. We saw a lot of police cars going right there to 240 and that Airways exit. We do have, as we mentioned, multiple crews who are there. Tavares Haywood, he is there on the scene, monitoring what is happening, and there it is, Joyce. You can see the backup there on 240, right there at Airways, where cars are creeping by, but we do believe possibly that may be where the suspect was taken into custody. Again, all these things we are waiting to get confirmed from Memphis Police or the Shelby County Sheriff's Office. We have been told they are on the way to multiple scenes to try to get this information to us. And again, we do have a crew that is there, and hopefully we can speak with T. Wood in just a bit.
Yeah, let me double check. Is Tavares available for a live shot right now? Okay, let's go to him and see what he has learned. T. Wood, are you there?
Hey there, Joyce and Kelly. I do have you. I'm here just off the side of the road off of I-240. Now, traffic is backed up all the way to Lamar, probably even further. You can see we have on the scene right now at exit 23B and 23A of Airways on I-240 has been blocked off. We've seen multiple police cars, including the sheriff's office and huge black SUVs zooming by us since we've been out here, maybe 20 minutes or so. Like we said earlier, that we're still working to confirm this, but we do believe that this is connected to the scene that's going on Walmart. Again, we still hear just behind us more TDOT crews are coming around trying to get traffic under control right now. So you definitely want to find another way home and probably avoid this area. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Again, if you are driving eastbound on I-240, you definitely want to avoid the area. I can hear TDOT crews still coming just behind us, trying to clear the scene so they can get through here. So back to you guys in the studio.
All right, T. Wood, thank you. Kelly, I'm looking at the TDOT SmartWay map right now, and that traffic backup goes back to Mill Branch and then all the way past Airways. So avoid the southern leg of the I-240 loop right now. Again, SCSO pulled over and reportedly arrested the suspect in the Walmart shooting that happened earlier this afternoon.
All right, now you're looking at a live shot at that Walmart on Germantown Parkway. Just to give you an idea about this is not far from the Trinity and Germantown Parkway. If you're familiar with that area, there's a Panda Express right off the road there, Germantown Parkway. You may see it as you're driving by. It is a very popular Walmart, as most Walmarts are. A lot of traffic, a lot of people I can imagine were in on a Friday afternoon. We are still waiting to hear more about exactly what led to that. But Bria Bolden, who is there on the scene, says that she's been speaking to a witness who says she saw what appeared to have been some sort of fight going on with an employee. Shots fired.
A young man who was wearing a Walmart vest, looked like he was a Walmart employee, arguing with a young woman. At some point, a bystander tells the young man in the Walmart vest, according to Bria, who spoke with a witness, to stop fighting with the young lady. And then the Walmart employee reportedly shot that man multiple times. So the Walmart right now surrounded by crime scene tape. Again, the Walmart in Cordova. What amazes me is that he was able to go from Germantown Parkway to 240, because we all know Germantown Parkway to be very trafficky.
It is very difficult to get through. You either have to go down Walnut Grove, you have to take Germantown Parkway all the way up. So yeah, why he was over in that area, all questions that we're asking right now. We do know that the public information officer for the Memphis Police Department, she is on the scene. I'm guessing she is gathering information and hopefully will be there to speak with our reporters. We do have multiple reporters who are on scene who are trying to speak to witnesses and speak to MPD right now. That parking lot almost looks eerie. It's raining right now. It is completely, well, just a few cars left out there. We did get some calls into the newsroom that they might have had customers inside of the store, and they hurried them to the back of the store to get somewhere safe. This sounds all very familiar in dealing with these types of situations to make sure everybody is safe.
And customers know the drill now. When you hear gunfire, you either get down or you go to the back of the store. The employees know the protocol, get everybody to safety in the back of the store. But again, I believe this happened outside in the parking lot. The store is closed right now during the investigation. One man shot, one man in custody, taken into custody at Airways and I-240. Bria Bolden is there waiting to talk with the Memphis Police PIO. I'm checking the Twitter account. There's no updated information there. I also checked with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office. No information on their Twitter account yet, and they were instrumental in pursuing the suspect and stopping him on I-240 without incident, we believe. We have not heard of any issues there. We also have a crew headed to Regional 1.
That's right.
To see how the suspect, or the shooting victim, is doing, if he survived that. All right, let's go back to Action News 5's Tavares Haywood. He is along I-240 at Airways, where the suspect was pulled over and arrested. T. Wood.
Hey, y'all, I just want to give you a quick update. Just a few moments ago, you saw a drove of police vehicles. It seems to have kind of dwindled down a little bit. When we first pulled up to the scene, we did see a white car to the side that may be involved. As you can see there now, you can still see MPD cars or sheriff deputies pulling off right now. Again, we're still trying to work out the details of this scene. You have TDOT down there that's directing traffic. As far as I can see, I do see a couple of law enforcement still walking around down there. It seems to be that Airways North, that 23A exit is still blocked off. They're not letting anybody go down that way. So again, if you're going down I-240 and looking to get off on Airways, you have to find another way. I will continue to keep you updated on my social media as I learn more. Back to y'all in the studio.
All right, T. Wood, thank you very much for that traffic alert and what we do believe might be the suspect that was associated with the shooting there at the Walmart off Germantown Parkway. Thank you for that report. I want to let you know we do have a crews lined up across the Mid-South trying to get this story covered for you. We do have a crew there at the Walmart. You just saw T. Wood. He is there on I-240 or Airways. We also have a crew at Regional 1. What we don't know is the condition
of the person who was shot.
Yeah.
Let's check in with Amani. She is outside Regional 1 right now. Amani, what have you learned?
Hey, I just got out here to Regional 1, and soon after I got here, I did see an EMS come in with the MPD officer behind them. Now, I'm not sure if that is related to what is going on at the Walmart on Germantown Parkway, but I'll let you see behind me. There is just one MPD cruiser that was here right behind the emergency vehicle that came here to Regional 1, the trauma center. I did see the police officer get out of his car and walk into the trauma center. Again, we're not sure if this has to do with what is going on Germantown Parkway at that Walmart, but I did see this right here, and they just came to this location within the last 5 minutes. But I'm going to continue to get the latest updates on conditions and what is going on here at Regional 1. Back to you.
All right, Imani, thank you so much. We did just get a quick update while you were going live, Imani. We just heard one injured, critical but stable, which is important to note. But we're still waiting to get even more information. So just one injured in that shooting, which is sort of lining up with what Bria's witness was telling her there on the scene at the Walmart. But yeah, again, if you're just now joining us, thank you for joining us. We're coming into your regular programming here on Action News 5 as we're following breaking news of a shooting at a Walmart on Germantown Parkway. One shot, critical and stable condition. We're still waiting for an update from MPD to speak to us in just a moment.
Can we take a live shot of the Walmart and show folks what the scene looks like right now? It's been more than an hour since this shooting took place. Memphis police gathering information before they briefed the media on what happened. Now, the crime scene tape is around the Walmart at 577 North Germantown Parkway. That is the Walmart in Cordova, right there at Germantown Parkway and Trinity. We know that this afternoon, witnesses say someone who appeared to be a Walmart employee was arguing with a woman when a bystander stepped in to say, hey, take it easy, go easy on her. That is apparently when, according to the witness who spoke to our Bria Bolden, said the man pulled out a gun, fired several shots. The person who was shot, critical but stable at Regional 1. And so right now we have crews waiting outside that Walmart. We do know that businesses around there went on lockdown. We called the Panda Express and they told us, yeah, they were on lockdown. I mean, that whole strip, it's the Poplar Avenue of Cordova, basically, with all the stores. That's
a good way of putting it. I do believe we have another crew that we want to go to right now. Do we have, is this Stephanie Douglas? Kim Clark. Kim Clark is there on the scene it's going to bring us live. So Kim, you are there. You've been sending us pictures and an update. What do you see? What is your vantage point?
Hello, this is Kim Clark out here live at the Walmart on Germantown Parkway, where a shooting has apparently happened just a short time ago. At least one man, last check, we know that at least one person has been injured and taken to Regional 1 Medical Center in critical condition for a gunshot wound. What we're being told by a witness who did not want to go on camera, but who told us what he saw as he was getting ready to walk into the store. He said he saw a gentleman outside the store arguing with his girlfriend. He was wearing a Walmart vest. He went into the store, he was told to leave, and then came back out and argued with his girlfriend again. Now, the gentleman who was shot, according to this witness, told the young man something to the effect of, there's a better way, and that's when the young man turned a gun on him and shot him, and then ran, and according to the witness, turned around and fired again. So I've heard other witnesses say they heard up to 10 shots during this altercation. We were told also that this Panda Express, which is just across the parkway, the parking lot here, that the employees there were on lockdown when all this was going on and saw people running out of the Walmart shortly after that shooting happened. We are still gathering information, and we are told that the suspect took off in a vehicle, and a police chase ensued. I have not heard the end of that chase at this point in time, but again, we're out here monitoring this situation. You can see there's police tape all throughout almost this whole entire half of this parking lot. There are still a lot of police cars here. There were more here just a short time ago. We're waiting to get here information from the Memphis Police Department, from the Public Information Officer. As soon as we learn more information, we will let you know. For now, this is Kim Clark reporting live from Walmart on Germantown Parkway.
Kim, thank you. And she was just out there doing some shopping. This is Kim's day off, and she sent us some of the first pictures of what was going on out there. Again, one person shot at the Walmart this afternoon. It originally came in as an active shooter call, and we feared the worst from this, but it is just anger management issue, it appears. One person shot another person, so one victim in this case. Prayers up that it was not an active shooter and not multiple people
And this
injured.
certainly developed really quick, Joyce. You know, it came in, like you mentioned, as an active shooter. It was a shooting, it was a suspect on the run, and we do believe that they might have this suspect in custody, which is causing such a backup on I-240. Let's take a look at it right now. This is at I-240 at Airways Boulevard. Traffic is moving, but it's moving pretty slowly, making its way around there. Let's take it live right now to Tarvarius Haywood, who has been live with us all afternoon long. So what are you seeing right now as you get your camera cleaned off?
Have they opened up the off-ramp there at Airways yet, T-Wood?
Yes, they have. As you can see, traffic is moving now. It's slow, but it's moving. The exit ramp at 23A is now open toward Airways. Again, traffic is moving slow. Again, they moved out pretty swiftly here. We're actually at the spot where that they had blocked off. We really can't see any debris or anything laying around. Law enforcement moved out pretty fast here. So yeah, we're still trying to connect the dots here. Yeah, I got to send it back to you guys. It's really, honestly, nothing left out here. Send it back to you.
When we were watching this all unfold, we were, it kind of caught our producer's eyes because all of a sudden we just saw cop car after cop car. It was sheriff's deputies, and so we knew something was going on. They seemed to get it under control very, very quickly. So now he is saying that exit, now you can actually get off there.
Think about how quickly this investigation wrapped up. If that is where the suspect was stopped at Airways and I-240, and this was less than 2 hours ago, and they've already reopened the ramp and moved on, as you heard T. Wood say. So that scene is cleared. We still have the crime scene at the Walmart in Germantown Parkway, but that is fast police work, and thankfully nobody injured during that police pursuit down Germantown Parkway to I-240, and then eventually getting pulled over at Airways. But if you or someone you know is on I-240 right now, it is still slow going. Even though they have released the scene and opened up the road and that off-ramp, it is still backed up from Mill Branch to Getwell. It's a little slow going, so give it a couple minutes before traffic gets back up to normal. And now you're looking live at the Walmart where the shooting occurred this afternoon.
Yeah, we do have multiple crews out there. Kim Clark, who's just going live. Bria Bolden is there as well, gathering as much information as possible. We are still waiting to hear from the Memphis Police Department's public information officer. I believe might have got caught up in some of that traffic and was kind of struggling to get to the Walmart to get on scene so they could update the media and give us a 1-2 of exactly what happened. But Kim was just giving us an update about what a witness said that happened. What it appears to be someone in what looked like a Walmart vest got into some sort of argument with a woman, possibly his girlfriend, and a bystander basically started arguing and told him, like, hey, let's knock it off. Let's, that's a better way to do it. I think that's the way she said it. It's a better way to do it.
When you take a training course to get a permit to have a gun, back when you used to have to do that in this state, they tell you during the course, do not get involved. They tell you, do not get involved, and this is the reason why. Even though your heart is invested in it and you want to protect the young woman who's arguing with her boyfriend, they teach you, do not get involved. And in a city where anger management is an issue right now, as we know, and at a time in our country's history when tempers are so very short, it is such a delicate time now to tell others how they should or should not treat loved ones. And I feel for the bystander who stepped in. It's just such a difficult time right now. Everybody has such a short fuse. Yeah. We have Imani Williams standing by outside Regional 1. Let's check in with her and see if she's learned anything new. Imani.
Hey, I did just see a Shelby County Sheriff's deputy walk into the trauma center. Earlier, all I saw was MPD out here at Regional 1, but I have seen a Sheriff's deputy walk into the trauma center. Now, we do know that one person was shot and is here at Regional 1, critical but in stable condition right now. You can see behind me there is a Sheriff's deputy car right behind the MPD officer. He did just walk out of the emergency entrance and now is, I guess, continuing his investigation into what happened there at the Walmart on Germantown Parkway. Earlier, right before I got on here, I did see EMS and the MPD officer follow behind that EMS truck, and so now in the past 10 minutes I did see also that Sheriff's deputy come, and he is also now inside the trauma center. We will continue to follow this, but one person is here at Regional 1, critical but stable condition. Back to you all.
Imani, thank you so much for that update. You want to be careful because sometimes when we hear critical but stable, you start to get a false sense of security that everything's going to be okay. It's very promising. That's certainly good to hear, but critical is still critical. We're going to keep a close eye on what's going on right now. And as Imani just mentioned, one injured in critical but stable condition. You're looking at a live shot right now at that Walmart on Germantown Parkway. If you're just joining us here on Action News 5, we are live around the clock here with our multiple crews on the scene, spread out across the Mid-South to cover this story. A shooting, what we do believe, outside or near the entrance of the Walmart there on Germantown Parkway since one person to Regional 1. As far as we know, it was just that one that was injured. And as we can imagine, on a Friday, might have been a very busy Walmart. There's a Panda Express nearby. I believe there is a Rafferty's restaurant right over there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
crowded area.
bustling area. So in order to try to get that contained and under control, they move very quickly. You see the yellow scene tape, crime scene tape is up. They have the parking lot blocked off. Just a few cars there in the parking lot.
When the initial call came in that there was a shooting at a Walmart, my mind immediately went to 2019 and the shooting at the South Haven Walmart. And it makes you so nervous that something like that could happen again. But it was not an active shooter situation today. One suspect, one victim. But I thought back to how Walmart knows how to deal with these situations with shootings now, because there have been so many at Walmart stores. Yeah, South Haven in 2019.
Winchester. Yeah.
So we haven't heard anything from Walmart yet. There's no statement from Walmart, but we do expect to have one within the next few hours. The Memphis Police Department has not yet held a news conference with reporters, but our reporters on the scene have talked to witnesses who said they saw a young man in a Walmart vest shoot the victim. They heard multiple gunshots, and we now know the victim is at Regional 1. Is Bria Bolden available at this scene? Do we have her? Is she? Okay, we're going to try and...
coming. Teresa's
okay,
coming.
we're being told that the Memphis Police Department's PIO is approaching the cameras. Let's toss things over to Bria if we could, and then as soon as Teresa from MPD takes the mic,
We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet.
we'll learn more information about that. Bria telling me they're not ready just yet.
Right.
So we'll stay with you for a couple minutes until they get set up for this.
Okay, that is Teresa Carlson. She's the public information officer. I'm sure she's just getting folks to come around and getting us an update in just a few minutes. We just heard from producers who said it looked like when employees were being allowed into the parking lot. So maybe they were being kept inside the store, and now they're been given the all clear in order to come out. But again, this is Teresa Carlson. She's the public information officer with the Memphis Police Department. She will be hopefully briefing us in just a few minutes. Let's see if we can take a listen and see if we are ready to go.
All right, we got good sound on everybody. She's getting hers too, looks like. I'm not a big fan of getting wet.
Tony Marcus is over here now.
All right, got good sound? Good sound? Good? 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 And he's bringing his camera over right now.
Thank you.
All right, so you are watching what reporters go through when we get ready for a news conference. They make sure everybody's audio is working. Here we go.
All right, we ready? All right, so at 2:15 p.m. today, we got multiple calls to this location, 577 North Germantown Parkway at the Walmart. Officers made the scene, determined that only one person was shot. We had one shooter on the scene. The victim was transported to Regional 1 in critical condition. It is an adult male. The shooter fled the scene. Originally, we believed that Shelby County had got behind the scene and had taken the suspect into custody. We have been able to determine that that person is not our suspect. We do have very good information on who our suspect is, and our investigators are working hard to locate that individual right now. I can tell you that the suspect was a black male who fled in a black Mazda SUV. All right.
Was he an employee?
So our preliminary information indicates that he is a former employee of the business, our suspect is.
How long have you been former, do you know?
I don't have that information. You'll have to get that from Walmart.
What about the victim? Are they employed too?
No, the victim is not. He was a customer. It stemmed from a physical altercation between a customer and this former employee.
How serious are the customer's injuries?
He's critical.
Did anyone happen inside the Walmart or outside?
It did happen at the front of the business. So we did get, again, multiple calls. There were multiple shots fired, but it was a targeted incident. It was an altercation between two individuals that led to this shooting.
Did they know each other, or the fight just started inside the store?
So that's going to be information that we're going to look a little bit more into. But at this time, we don't know that they had any previous relationship or acknowledgement of each other.
Or
How many times was he shot? The victim?
I don't have that
You
information.
said at the front door. Was it inside or outside the front door?
It was inside and outside the front door. So it was like right there in the front of the business.
Do you have a description of the suspect?
He's a black male and he fled in a black Mazda SUV.
A witness told us that the former employee was arguing with his girlfriend. Do you know anything about that at all?
Yes, so I can confirm that he was arguing with a female prior to getting into the argument with the individual that he shot.
And you don't know what they were fighting about?
No, I don't. So I will say that I want to note that Walmart went through their procedures and locked down the store. They got everybody away from the incident that was happening and kept their employees safe, which is great. In an active shooter situation, there are 3 steps that we really preach, and that's avoid, deny, and defend. We want you to get out of there, deny access to yourself by locking doors or getting in a safe place. And then if the bad guy does get to you, then obviously you take the steps necessary to protect yourself. So they went through those procedures, but this was not an active shooter today. This was an isolated incident, 1 shooting, 1 suspect, 1 victim.
Did the girlfriend leave with the boyfriend?
That's going to be part of the investigation.
You know who he is, you said?
We do have information on who the suspect is. We're just not able to release that information at this time, but our investigators are working hard to find him.
What's the rest of this investigation look like for y'all? I mean, how long y'all expect to be out here, that kind of
We'll
thing?
be here for several hours. So our investigators are on the scene now. There are several witnesses that we're going to be interviewing. We're going to have crime scene officers come to document the scene, and then of course Walmart's going to have to clean up. Whether they reopen today is going to be a decision made by Walmart.
Is the suspect considered armed and dangerous?
The suspect is armed, but as far as being a threat to the general public, I wouldn't go that far. It looks like this is a targeted incident. That's what our information indicates.
Any idea why he was a former employee?
That's going to be information you have to get from Walmart.
Was he employed at the time of the shooting?
So the time of his termination, of when he was terminated, you'll have to get from Walmart.
Is the scene on I-240 and Airways connected to this?
So that is where the traffic stop was made on the individual that we believe to be part of this incident, but he is not. So that is it's Shelby County scene, but again, that is not our suspect in this case.
Do you know how many people were inside, employees and customers?
I don't have that information, no.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. If I get any more while y'all are here, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Oh, Councilwoman's here.
Do you want to make a few
I
comments?
just want to make a quick statement. Of course, this is in District 2, and we're saddened that these events have taken place in our district. We are thankful for the quick actions of both the Sheriff's Department and the MPD. Homeland Security is on site for the mobile crisis unit for any victims that are still here and need assistance. But I do want to put out, because I know a lot of people left the scenes, both shoppers and other employees, they've already left the scene, that there are counseling services available to them at our Crime Victims and Rape Crisis Center. You can call that number at 901-222-3950. They also have a website and set up time to speak with a counselor if you feel that that's needed. So we want to make sure that all the people that need assistance, that are feeling traumatized in the effects of this, because it's not just about somebody who got shot. The other people who've been here are really shaken up. I've seen them come out today. We want to make sure that they get the help they need as well. Thank you.
All right, and that was Memphis City Councilwoman Jerry Green, newly elected to the council, talking about how Homeland Security is available for the victims. If you didn't catch the number, 901-222-3950. That takes you to Partnership to Protect 901 if you or someone you know needs to talk about what you experienced out there today. We did learn why that scene out at I-240 and Airways cleared up so quickly.
And you said that it kind of was like, that was a quick, and they're usually pretty thorough if they thought this was a scene dealing with a suspect, but they thought that this was connected to the Walmart scene. This was a Shelby County Sheriff's Office led that stop. After investigating, they found out that that was not the right suspect. However, they have very good information who the suspect is. He is a black male, last seen fleeing in a black Mazda SUV.
Yes. Former Walmart employee. You heard our Bria Bolden ask police if they consider him armed and dangerous, and the reply was he's armed. They don't think he's dangerous. This was a single encounter with the victim in the doorway of the Walmart
Yeah.
after the suspect had fought with his girlfriend, and this victim, according to witnesses, intervened and then was shot. So again, the suspect is still out there. The whole scene on I-240, the cause of the traffic backup, they pulled someone over who they thought was the suspect, SCSO did, turned out not to be. So the suspect in the Walmart shooting on Germantown Parkway is still out there right now. He has not been taken into custody. They've only told us that he is a black male in a black Mazda SUV.
Yeah, they say they do believe that he is armed, but they didn't want to go as far as to say he's dangerous. So I think because this was a targeted situation, potentially domestic focused, that they just kind of saying the public may not to be so much on alert. But if you know anything, please call Memphis Police and call Crime Stoppers if you can, 901-528-CASH. Let's go right now to Action News 5's Bria Bolden, who is live and was there at that press conference at the Walmart off Germantown Parkway. And Bria, it sounds a lot like that your witness that you spoke to was pretty much on target with what they saw.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, the witness we talked to earlier, he did think this man was an employee. It turns out, police telling us the man who did this shooting was a former employee. He did have a Walmart vest on, so we would understand why our witness would think that. I'm going to step out of the way. This is where Memphis police say this shooting happened. They say it happened inside and outside of the store, right in the front door area. We can zoom in on that area where police are right now. They did confirm, Memphis police, that this started as an argument. The former Walmart employee was arguing with his girlfriend. Some type of physical altercation happened between the former employee, the shooter, and another man that led to this shooting. Good news here, police say that there's no danger to the public. This was a targeted incident. However, they are still looking for this suspect. Police say after that shooting happened, he went to the car and then drove off. There was another scene on I-240 in Airways that we were at as well. Turns out that was not the suspect police thought he was, so the suspect is still on the run. The only description that we have for you that police would give us is that he is a black male, so not very descriptive, but they did say he is in a black car. So if you happen to see anything that might lead to help police in this investigation, make sure you reach out to them. But the good news is here, this was a targeted incident. There is no danger to anybody around right now. Police did say that Walmart did take their protocol seriously. They got employees out of the way. But one thing is, Councilwoman Jerry Green, who this is her district, she did say that a lot of people left this store in a hurry. They could be traumatized by this incident. There is no threat to the general public. However, if you were at this Walmart earlier, maybe you happened to see the person who did this, make sure you reach out to Memphis Police because they are looking for this person. Not considered armed and dangerous. However, he is armed. Joyce Kelly.
Live there at the Walmart on Germantown Parkway. I want to just talk a little bit more about what happened there at the Walmart, and it's something that you're right on target with, Joyce, about how these big stores know how to respond, because these are happening way too frequently than we would like, especially at a lot of stores like this. The avoid, deny, and defend. They went right into their protocol of what you do. You try to avoid
Get away from the shooter.
Deny the shooter and get away, and that's exactly what they did. As some people who were calling our newsroom when this first came in, the calls started coming in about 2:15. That was right around the time our newsroom phone calls started coming into our newsroom as well. And yeah, they went to the back of the store to try to get out of the way, which is exactly what they were supposed to do. So at the front of the store, get away from the danger there. A lot of questions about this former.
Why would a former employee have on his Walmart vest? That was a question I had. And also, there are many Facebook posts, people who saw this young man, customers, other customers who saw how upset this young man was and thought, this isn't good. Something bad is about to happen. And there was a post from a woman who went into a store next door to the Walmart, and it was on her mind that this young man was not in a good headspace. So he clearly was agitated before the shooting occurred. And then, as we now know, a bystander who tried to calm him down was critically injured and is at Regional 1 right now. But again, it is not an active shooter situation at the Walmart in Cordova. One shooter, one victim. The shooter's still on the loose. MPD says they know who they're looking for. They didn't release a name, but they are looking for him right now.
Yeah, you got to think right now, our law enforcement got a lot going on right now. Of course, we got the NCAA tournament. They have put extra patrols all downtown, and now they're trying to work this as well. You can see there a pretty heavy police presence still working their way through the Walmart. And we heard Teresa Carlson, who is the public information officer for MPD, said, we're going to be here for several hours, meticulous in going through to see what kind of evidence they can collect going in and out of the store. But still, Joyce, no response from Walmart just yet.
No. We know that the crime scene team has to show up, and reporters are familiar with the trucks and the vans that pull up, and they will be there for several hours. And then Walmart has to go in and clean up the store. You know, after the South Haven shooting in 2019, it took a while to open up that store. They lost 2 employees to a former worker, gut-wrenching shooting in 2019.
I remember that one.
So we will be hearing something from Walmart shortly, but unfortunately they know the drill. These things are so common now that there is a protocol on how to handle it at the time and then how to come in afterwards and clean up after the fact. My vet is right behind that Walmart, Memphis veterinary specialist, where we take one of our really sick animals, and that Walmart right there in the corner, it's always packed.
It's always
packed. And Germantown Parkway is always crowded. Yeah. Thankful nobody else was hurt today, because witnesses said they heard multiple shots, not just 1 or 2, but multiple.
Yeah, lots of shots fired there. And so, again, we are hearing that one person was shot there at that Walmart over what appears to be some sort of argument that they were seeing. The shooter was seen arguing with a female. Not sure if that was an employee as well or not, but with a female. Somebody might have tried to intervene. That was according to a witness that told our Action News 5's Bria Bolden. MPD simply stating that somehow a male was shot and was taken to Regional 1 in critical but stable condition. We had T. Wood, who was there on I-240. We've been following I-240 all this time. We knew something was going on, and he was there to see what was happening. And Airways there, that exit was blocked off as what they thought was the suspect.
But even he knew, even T. Wood knew, he's like, this thing's wrapped up already. So,
really quick.
Yeah, we knew that that was likely then not connected. Otherwise, the crime scene would have been kept together for longer. Okay, this is what's left of it right now. So traffic is slowly moving as we approach rush hour on a Friday in Memphis.
Yeah, we're staying on the air here as we have one shot at a major retail store, the Walmart there on Germantown Parkway, where Memphis Police Department and investigators, as you can see, are going through the store. I'm just curious to know how much they have to go. That's a huge store.
Yeah.
Or they're just concentrating there at the front entrance where they say a shooting took place and it was targeted. And the search is on for the suspect. They thought they had him and said they were continuing their investigation, but they do know who they are looking for. A black male seen getting into a black Mazda SUV. Not a lot to go on.
No.
But maybe you're at home listening and you know you have someone who worked at Walmart, who was formerly working there.
I mean, we're all about 6 degrees of separation from each other in this town,
especially in
right?
Memphis.
Everybody knows everybody. And they did say that the victim was a customer, not an employee, and that they do not believe the suspect and the victim knew each other. So it was, while it was a targeted shooting because they were arguing, there was a physical encounter according to Memphis police. They did not know each other prior to today's incident.
Got it. Okay. Okay. I'm glad we got that clarification. All right. We do have multiple crews who are spread out across the Mid-South as we cover this developing story. We have 2 crews there at the Walmart. We have a crew there on I-240. T. Wood is monitoring the traffic situation as they finally get 240 back open again. And we also have Stephanie Douglas. She's on the scene as well. And Imani Williams, who is at Regional 1. I am curious. We have not heard from Stephanie Douglas.
Yeah,
she was one of the first to get out that door very quickly as soon as it's broke. Stephanie, what are you seeing?
Well, Kelly, you know, when I got out here, I spoke to a woman on the phone who told me the moment her heart stopped was just around 2 p.m. and listen to what happened. So this is the scene that we're looking at right now. She said just around 2 p.m. she was cutting across the parking lot when she saw a young man in his early 20s with a Walmart work vest on who was getting out the car, and he seemed very upset. She said a woman was with him, and she says that woman started chasing after him, asking him for her phone. She says the two began physically fighting, and that's when she asked him if he was okay. The girl jumped in the car with him and they both drove away, and she says that's when her heart stopped, because moments later it's when she heard multiple gunshots ring out. And guys, right now, this is the scene right now. You heard just a minute ago from MPD the details of what took place, and also that they know that the suspect that they're looking for is still on the run. So not much details of a description of that suspect. We know that the suspect is a black male. So that's what we're working with right now. I have more from this lady. So as this case develops, I'll be, giving more details about what this lady saw and how she's just trying to be helpful, because this was a very scary situation for all involved.
You're absolutely right, Stephanie. Thank you so much. That's Action News 5's Stephanie Douglas reporting live there at that Walmart just off Germantown Parkway.
All right, we've been going live for the last 49 minutes or so. We're going to take a quick break, press reset, come back, give you an update on the breaking news. One person shot at the Walmart on Germantown Parkway in Cordova. Critical at the Med, the suspect still on the run. We'll be right back with you after this.